Nothe, U.S. Army combat veteran. I got into powerlifting ever since I've been competing, and really helped push me in the direction of powerlifting and getting fit and staying fit. Thanks for joining us at Powerhouse Revolution. Nothe here at Gill's Gym, the most hardcore gym in Western Massachusetts. Today, we're going to be doing a video on how to Olympic squat. So, first things first, Olympic squat, what does it take? It takes a lot of ankle mobility, a lot of hip mobility, and keeping a tight core with a tight upper back. So, we're going to do a couple mobility exercises before we get into this workout. First thing we're doing is we'll work on ankle mobility. We're going to take this green band right here. We're going to wrap around right there in the crease of the ankle right here. At this point, you're going to step out, let that tension build up right there. Right now, it's pulling the ankle to the back of the socket. You'll feel a lot of tension right there. It should feel good. We got some myofascial release going on right in the area. Hold this position for about 2 minutes. After that, we're going to rock back and forth, just like this, really trying to improve our mobility with each step. Push that knee out over the toe each and every time. So typically I spend about 2 minutes on each side. Just warming up the ankles, get the calves nice and loose, get the soleus, the gastric, get everything lubed up and moving. After that, come over to the other band on this side. You're going to wrap this right around the hip crease. Careful, don't get your ball sack on here. We're walking out. Same thing like we did when we were warming up with sumo deadlifts. You got this tension right in the hip flexors, around the psoas. We're just going to let that sit in there, pull the hips back, break up the knots that are in there, get the blood flowing again, loosen up. We're going to stretch out the hamstrings, bring them out, lock it back in. Let's go left, let's go right. As we're stretching down here, you should feel that gastric and soleus really open up. That's the goal here. Get as loose, limber as possible. Spend about 2 minutes on each side again, just like we did with the ankles. And that's it for the mobility warm-up before the exercise. So, before we even begin, I'm not sponsored by Adidas, but these are Adidas Powerlift 2.0s. I recommend these for squat shoes. Anybody that's high bar squatting, Olympic squatting, I recommend that you get a pair of Olympic shoes or these Adidas Powerlifts right here. So I got these for about like $55 on Amazon, I believe, not including shipping and handling. What we got here is, you'll notice we got a raised heel right here. This is 8/10 of an inch, whatever that comes out to. I'm not a nerd, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a mathematician, I'm a lifter. So, get a pair of squat shoes. Alright everybody, so we went over the mobility stuff. We talked about the importance of squat shoes. We talked about the prime movers and the mechanics of the lift. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to do a warm-up. Right here, you got a slingshot hip circle. First thing I like to do is I like to throw this around the ankles first. From here, we're going to walk sideways. What we're really trying to do right here is open up those adductors, abductors, get them all nice and loose, because when we're at the bottom of our squat, we're trying to push our knees out, get them nice and wide. So we got to get that whole area loosened up. Then, throw around the knees. We're going to squat down nice and deep. We're going to walk sideways, similar to a defensive slide drill in basketball. Bring it back. So typically I spend about 5 minutes right there, warming up with the hip circle. All right, we're feeling pretty good. We're ready to get lifting. First thing we're doing, we're just going to go over the lift and explain it, demonstrate it. And after that, we're going to break everything down into finer techniques and talking points. One thing I do want to say is that for all you powerlifters out there, you should be programming the high bar squat into your off-season lifts. What it's going to do is it's going to help develop core strength and really hit your quads big time. Big quads equals big lifts. Obviously not as important as hamstrings and glutes, but they're going to help tremendously on your squat, and even that'll move over into your deadlift as well, help those numbers skyrocket. So what you're going to do You want to get under the bar. Get that bar right on your traps up nice and high. Now, it's important we keep a tight upper back. What I mean by having a tight upper back is we got our hands out here. We're squeezing our lats as hard as possible, squeezing our traps, squeezing our rhomboids together. What I like to do is I like to think of it, we're going to put a pencil in between our shoulder blades. We're going to squeeze back and hold it in place. We need to have that tight upper back so that we can apply the force from our lower body all the way up to the barbell. So again, hop underneath. We got it up high in the traps, tight upper back. We're stepping back. Now notice, got a really narrow stance here. I really believe in having a narrow stance on the high bar squat. From here we're gonna brace, tighten up the core. We're coming down, getting deep, and now we're widening out. Notice how wide the knees are, how far the knees are over the toes. Right back up. Gonna do a couple more. Brace. So, when we're high bar squatting, biggest things are, get those knees out, get them over your toes. Oftentimes I hear people, they say, oh, Casey, it's bad to have your knees over your toes. For some reason, some retard started that rumor around the world, and now everybody's afraid of doing squats and getting their knees out over the toes. My challenge to people who believe that is, watch the Olympics. You're gonna see all those dudes front snatching, or they're gonna be snatching, they're cleaning and jerking, their knees are way out over their toes. Not only is it safe for you, but it's the only way to properly do the lift and stay vertical. Another thing is we're getting wide. We're down here, we're getting those knees out. It's gonna help us engage the hamstrings. It's gonna help us generate more power, force, and momentum throughout the lift. Those are the big takeaways right there. Now we're gonna break this video down into some finer detail. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna have my little cousin here, Cody Valley. He's gonna start doing a couple sets of the high bar. Typically, I throw mad weight on there, crush that serious weight, but I'm 3 weeks out from competition. Did my heavy squats yesterday, 525. Can't really put up that much weight today. I'm sore as all hell. So my little cousin's gonna come up, demonstrate. We're gonna break his technique down. We're gonna build it back up and help him become a better lifter. Let's go, Cody. Hop underneath that bar. So, notice, he's got the bar high on his traps. Upper back super tight, core super tight. Go ahead, walk that out, Cody. Okay, let's go ahead, let's knock out 5 of them. So I want you to focus on his hips right here. Notice as he's coming down, he's not getting deep at all. He's barely getting to parallel. So then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna look at his knees from the side. Go ahead, give me one more, Cody. Let's see if those knees are really popping out the way they should be. All right, let's rack it, Cody. So looking from the side angle, the knees weren't in a bad position. What Cody's having trouble doing is at the bottom position, he's not opening up. He's coming straight down, feet forward, knees out here, and he's not allowing room for his upper body and upper torso to get deep into that hole. What's happening is his stomach is hinging along with his hips right here, and he's only getting the parallels. All right, let's hop under there, Cody. Let's get it right this time. Remember, knees forward, knees wide. Good, good. Right there. Don't go no wider. Tight core, how we looking? Tight core, tight upper back. All right, here we go, Cody. Get those knees wide now. All right, back up, good. Give me another one. Get those knees out more. There we go. That's all the difference in the world right there, guys. On depth, go ahead, squat again, Cody. Very good. Fire up with the glutes. Prime mover. Excellent. So what we're seeing now compared to earlier, stay right there, Cody, is we're getting more depth now. We're getting much more deeper. And the reason for that is because we have that, we're focusing on the ankle mobility. We're focusing on pushing the knees wide. We're engaging more hamstrings. Let's look at it from the side angle. Go ahead and execute that squat, Cody. Much deeper. Fire up with the glutes. Very good. Give me one more, Cody. Wide, wide, wide. Right back up. So see how vertical, let's go ahead and rack it, Cody. See how vertical Cody's chest is as he's descending on this squat and firing right back up out of the hole. What that's going to do, it's going to help with your explosive strength. It's going to help build up those quads. So it's going to help improve mobility. All right, so that's all we got for you today on how to high bar / Olympic squat. I hope you learned a lot. Hope it's going to help you guys make improvements, help those numbers skyrocket, get your squat numbers up, also transfer to the deadlifts. Please leave questions, comments, thoughts to share, or any other ideas or anything you guys want to talk about in the comment section. Try and get back to you. Like our Facebook page, Powerhouse Revolution on Facebook, and then please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for tuning in, and just so you know, we got the RPS meet in Sterling, Connecticut, April 3rd. Try and get out there. We got a lot of people. The whole Wrecking Crew team is going to be out there, and we're going to try and set some world records. So it's only 3 weeks away. All right, in the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Leave your questions in the comments section. We'll try and get back to you.
Powerhouse Revolution with Nothe.